Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to Gray. Good morning to Warren. Hey, let's watch this intro real quick.
We've seen it already. I know.
Let's talk about Blade Movie Bad Boys 4 DVD. New movies galore. Clash of the Castle preview. What a scene. Byron Allen making green. We love topics are spinning round. Don't forget the lightning round. It's Super Sunday. Sunday. That's what we're talking about. Grab your hat, it's time to sway. Trombone plays jazz all day. Trumpet blares in the evening air. New Orleans flair. Sunday everywhere. Super Sunday. Wrap up. Sunday.
I've got one that can sing.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, fellas. How are you today?
I'm
Doing-
all right.
Oh,
Wow,
wait a minute.
I'm
Wow,
huge for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, there we
Doing
go.
really good. Glad to be here, man.
Yeah. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. What a week it's been. The boys are out of school. Lots of things happening, but we're going to have a show because there's lots of stuff happening in the show. A lot of things happened yesterday that I just can't add this week. So some contracts are up for wrestlers and things like that. But we'll get to that when we can. This week we see the return of Florida Man in place of the lightning round, so that's going to be an interesting thing. I've got Gardic phone on there, so if we actually land on it and we get more than a couple of a few more people, we might be able to actually play. So, hey, we got a Deadpool, Lady Deadpool poll going up on Twitter and on the YouTube. So if you happen to be there for this, be sure to add your questions to the poll. As a matter of fact, let's take a look real quick. The poll says, Lady Deadpool, is it Blake Lively? Is it Taylor Swift? Or is it going to be a CG Ryan Reynolds? So that's what we got going on there. And we got another one on. Let me go back over here real quick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd the poll go? There it is, right there. So on the Twitter, you got that poll going on, and on the YouTube, we got that poll. So interact as you see fit, and we'll get back to those things a little later in the show. So, what do you guys think? Who should be the best person to play Lady Deadpool? Should it be Blake Lively? Should it be Taylor Swift, or possibly a CG Ryan Reynolds, which I think is going to be funnier?
Wow, Taylor Swift, so she gets Dazzler and Lady Deadpool. Wow. I think it would be hilarious for CGI Ryan Reynolds. He did so good at Juggernaut. Why not give him Lady Deadpool as well?
There you go. What do you think, Warren?
I'm gonna go with Blake Lively.
Yeah, the mother to Ryan Reynolds' children. Yo, Bry. Good morning, good afternoon to you. I think it is. Yeah.
Because it would be, we've seen Krasinski and his wife on screen together, and it worked. So why not? That'd be pretty cool to see. And she's been super supportive of him, so I think that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I think Blake Lively could have had a Angelina Jolie kind of status in Hollywood had she kept going, and not stopped to bear the Yowins, if you will. So yeah, good people's all around, I guess. So yeah. Bryce says he hopes it's Blake. She's got bigger hips, so those legs came together pretty tightly, and somebody put up a picture where it was Taylor Swift on top, and then the Lady Deadpool legs on the bottom, and that happened there. Hang on one second. I forgot to do something real quick, so I'm going to have to open this up real quick. Now, let me take this off the screen for just a moment. And you guys talk amongst yourselves while I do this real quick.
Fair enough. I just gotta say, don't discount Ryan Reynolds. Nobody kind of thought that he would be Juggernaut, and I gotta say he's not the worst depiction of Juggernaut out there. I could see him pulling off a lovely Lady Deadpool. But I don't know. How's it going with you, Warren?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just hoping that Deadpool can restore the faith in people. Because
It'd be nice. Yeah, it's been quite a drop off. I know I'm not nearly as excited to see these. However, this one's catching my eye. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope it kind of lives up to the hype, but we'll see. But yeah, I agree with you. I hope it works.
I mean, the next few years are going to determine whether or not they need to just really sit down and say to themselves, are we uh are we going to make quality movies like we did the first phase, or are we just going to, pump out stuff? Because, we've heard from behind the scenes about the Blade, how that was going.
Mm-hmm.
Heard behind the scenes about Captain America: New World, and even Thunderbolt. So, and I'm still kind of. I wish they cancel Agatha, but I guess Catherine Hahn is just that good. So
Yeah, I mean, it's always Agatha, or however they phrase the million titles they've given us. Uh, as Bob points out, good morning, and my deepest apologies for not being there. Uh, Someone called an emergency clan meeting because Bubba has come down with a slight case of jungle fever, according to Bob. Also, whoever lady dead doesn't matter. Just make her lame and gay. I think they're working on it. But I don't know. As one of the few people who saw X-Men 97, it's a completely different direction where it seems like they're actually like respecting the source material. I hope that this has made changes behind the scenes for Marvel, especially when it became such a critical success, even though it's not such a, I don't know, what would you call it? There's not a lot of eyes on it, sadly. The views were not as high as everyone wanted, but I hope this has helped them kind of change the direction that they were going in it. I know that behind the scenes, there's been a bunch of talks that supposedly this is kind of shaping the way that Marvel is going in the future. I certainly hope so. I wasn't looking forward to it. I thought, okay, they're going to kill this other show that I really like. But man, it is my favorite Marvel thing that's come out in like a decade. So, yeah, I really hope they kind of keep going with that momentum they have with this, and I hope it helps them kind of reshape where they're going. Because, like Warren's saying, they got to do some quality sometime soon.
I believe it's probably more of the same. I think Deadpool is going to be a one-off. One of these where you can only do what you can do if you allow somebody to do something. So they need the hit, they need the win, and they needed Ryan Reynolds to bring it. The only way to do that is to let him be him and let him do Deadpool the way he's done Deadpool, because they did try to Disneyfy Deadpool and that really didn't work. But we'll see how that goes. I think whatever happens with Lady Deadpool, I think whoever winds up being Lady Deadpool, as the legs have shown us, I think we're going to be happy with what we see, though. I think it's going to be a success. So Bryce says it's soccer aid today, and it looks like Loki is getting a game. I don't know what that means, but okay, yes, that's probably a good thing. What isn't a good thing is what I saw at the Aldi the other day, as I went shopping. And when you are trying to save your pennies, you go to the Aldi and you see whatever happens to be there. And this I happened to see at the Aldi. It was a rainbow piñata. Ooh. Because it's that month, where you would see lots of rainbows in different places. But I don't know if it's a good thing to
Yeah, is that
encourage people.
disrespectful?
They're encouraging you to buy a stick and beat up a rainbow, and I'm not sure that's the month for it. So,
Huh.
I'm for it.
Good point. I mean, anything that distributes candy to the children, just think of the children.
Think of the children. Bryce says it's a charity game, some old players and some actors. It's quite good. Wow, man, that's something we could have talked about had I known about it, but I don't know about anything. So, what do you say we get to the wheel and see what
I'm
it is
excited.
we're supposed to talk about today?
Come on, promo time.
Oh, there's no audio. That's awesome. I thought there would be audio with this. So, Clash of the
Castle
predictions. Yeah, next week is the premium live event for WWE, and they'll be doing the Clash at the Castle, which is them being paid to go overseas. That's the one thing that WWE has going for them right now, is that they are being paid to go overseas. So whenever you see them going to Scotland, Ireland, or other places like that, they're getting a tremendous fee to be there. And most likely they don't have to pay for the venue or anything. And it's just all money, 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 money. So Sportskeeda has set up a list of predictions and the full match card. And I haven't gone over it, so I don't know what's going on here. Seth Rollins versus Riddle at Clash of the Castle. That seems to be one of them. Anybody know anything about this match?
I don't.
Wait a minute. Well, hold on a second. Matt Riddle isn't with them anymore. This was in 2022. That's the wrong one. Oh, my goodness. If you want to see the mistake that I made in picking this out, all of the links are available on YouTube in the description of all of the articles we've done today. So, yeah.
So they've clashed at the castle before.
Yes, they've done this premium live event before, and yeah, apparently, yeah. There's Roman Reigns, there's Gunther right here, and there's Drew McIntyre. So I don't understand why Cody Rhodes is there, but look, there's Edge as well. So yeah, I got the wrong one. So I don't know who's going to be there, because I do know that Matt Riddle is no longer with WWE. That I know. So neither is Ronda Rousey. None of these. Okay, so I guess we're done with that.
Well, we tried.
We try, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But maybe we can spin the wheel and see what we got going on again.
If nothing else, I mean, prepare for the Clash of the Castle. It happens soon.
Yes, and we'll probably go over the results of this one or previous ones next week. Warren, you got anything about any final words on the Clash at the Castle?
I found I just searched up the link and I found the Clash at the Castle.
Oh, you want to share that with the screen? Want to share that with the class?
I'll put it in a private chat, and you can do your best with it. Not your worst, your best.
My best.
It's a lot of pressure.
Oh, it's from our good friends at CBS Sports. We've done that before. We have done that before. Look at that. Somebody comes through. I better turn that music back on, huh? No, thank you. And I'll fix it next time. Clash at the Castle card, date, matches, and predictions, rumors, and match start times. There's a picture of Drew McIntyre. I don't know what he's doing to that championship belt, but he seems like that's a kind of a naughty look, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd thought he'd be happier holding the belt, but you're right.
Oh, my bandwidth being used up by that sort of thing. I hate that. Can't get rid of it. Where's the X? No X? All right. All right, here are the matches. So that the blind can see. Here we go. World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest recently won the championship from Drew McIntyre, as Drew McIntyre won at what was it? It was the WrestleMania is where he won it, and right after his win, he got into a confrontation with CM Punk and was attacked by Damian Priest afterwards, and he cashed in his briefcase, Money in the Bank briefcase, to get a match right there and then, at which point he took the belt from him. So Drew McIntyre was a champion for all of maybe 5 minutes, and then lost it to Damian Priest, who has held it ever since. And this is his opportunity to get the belt back. The women's championship, Bayley versus Piper Niven. I'm not excited about this match. I think Bayley's going to retain. How do you feel about that, Warren? Do you think Bayley's going to retain?
Piper just sounds better.
Piper sounds better?
Yeah.
Bob,
I mean, a Piper at the castle. It sounds right to me.
Oh, I did it again. My goodness. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Bob.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Bob.
Nothing like hearing Gray say the words clan meeting and jungle fever to start my Sunday out right.
I tell you what, yeah. That was great. We started the show with the intro showing last week's reaction. Kitty
yes, I did get to catch that. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Which I hope she didn't see because it also included the clip that made her scream. So how do you feel about Bayley versus Piper Niven at Clash at the Castle?
Oh, man. I think they should give this one to little old Piper there. She's
not little and she's not old. But yeah.
Yeah, she's due for a win.
She's due for a win, and she will carry that belt over her shoulder should she win, because it won't go around her waist.
Not at all.
Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defends himself against AJ Styles in a I Quit match, which I believe to be a filler match until Roman Reigns makes his way back. What do you guys think? Awesome. International Championship, Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable.
All right. I think I thought you were gonna pick somebody. That's why. I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes because he needs to hold on to the belt.
Okay. Yes, he does need to hold on to the belt until there's a proper story coming along.
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Gray? He's got dog issues, and that's fine.
Yes.
That happens.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dog issues.
No,
they need to be taken care of. But I don't know. It does seem like filler, but somebody's threatening to get out of there, so I like it.
Yeah. Rye seemed to enjoy that particular part of the segment, and that's what we're here for. We're here for your enjoyment, Rye, yours and everybody else's. Bob, you had something?
Yeah, this is I would like on paper this should be like this should be a great match. Even if it is just a filler match, this could possibly be like one of those kind of steal the show type matches. You would think. We got two really good guys here that could go. But yeah, this will be a Cody Rhodes victory just until Roman gets back, because we got to have that rematch. We need like a solid one-on-one clean match with them two coming back, and build for that will be huge. So yeah, but that should be a good match though.
However, AJ Styles does have a habit of occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally when a match looks really, really good on paper, he'll phone it in. And he was put up against Shinsuke Nakamura when Nakamura was on a tear, and he was trying to introduce his strong style from Japan, and he was kept kneeing people in the face, and it was just brutal and glorious at the same time. And to see the high-flying style of AJ Styles with his Western style of high-flying versus Shinsuke Nakamura's strong style, on paper, it looked like it was going to just be a banger of a match and tear the house down sort of thing. And this has those hallmarks because Cody Rhodes will take a vicious beating in an I Quit match. No rules, all kinds of things being introduced in an I Quit. It's just a hardcore match is what it is, but somebody has to verbally give up.
Yeah.
And, the last time, Cody Rhodes got into this type of match, it was really, really good. But AJ Styles, these are, the salad years are over for him.
Yeah.
The salad days. So I don't think it's going to be as good as it should be, and I that's kind of upsetting a little bit. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
No,
hopefully they prove me wrong.
I would just tell, I would hope you're wrong there because you're right. The whole thing with Shinsuke it's got all the same hallmarks. So we'll see.
Chad Gable is up for renewal on his contract while he goes into this Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn. And that means absolutely nothing because so did Becky Lynch, and she won the title. So it'll be interesting to see how this actually plays out. Are they dangling the carrot? Do they give him the carrot? What's going to happen here? Because this particular storyline is more about backstage politics than it is the storyline between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable, I believe.
You're saying the carrot's involved in this storyline.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Warren, I call on you next.
Sami Zayn. Yeah, go with Sami for this one.
And Bob, how do you feel?
I mean, I'd like to see Chad win, but it's probably going to be Sami.
Yeah, it would be good to see Chad win and start maybe being Kurt Angle 2.0.
Yeah.
And tearing the house down. If they just, open it up and let him be what he's going to be, if Triple H would let him take the restraints that they placed on him under Vinnie Mac.
That's kind of what I was hoping, like, with this whole regime change here, with Triple H taking, like, there's a little bit of this, like, freedom in certain aspects, but, still when it comes to the wrestling part of the wrestling, some people it seems like they're still stuck in that, everybody's got their 5 moves of doom, so to speak, and, I don't know, it just, I'm looking for more of that, like, NXT freedom that they kind of have there, where they can do some things that you don't see on a Monday or a Friday show, or even the, PLEs or whatever the fuck they want to call them now. But it's just great, because that's how you end up with 40,000 people, screaming "holy shit" to a Canadian destroyer because like nobody's ever seen it before. You know what I'm saying? It's just because nobody does them, and not that you need to overdo shit, but
it was on the. They do that because it was on the apron, which everybody knows is the hardest part of the ring.
Of the ring, yes, of course, But yeah, you know what I mean. Though it just, that they need to. They want like this. They're trying to go for like this Attitude Era vibe. Then fine, then let people be free both on the mic and in the ring. People are getting fucking hurt regardless anyway. So what's it matter? Let somebody do something and try something. And let these people who can actually wrestle and go and have 20, 30, 40-minute matches, put them on the way they know how they can. Instead of just hog tying it down to the same, booking almost every week, every match, every, month. It's the same things. And it's just, 19 false finishes, and then you're going to finally hit your move, and this will be the one that finally gets them. The first 14 didn't, but the 15th did. Like, it just, I don't know.
Well, you make a good point there about the same thing happening every week, and the same sort of things happening over and over again. And so it'll be interesting to see what they do with this women's tag team championship, as it seems to be Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. So it's more of a three-way tag,
Yeah.
and so it should last longer than 6 minutes. It looks like it's shaping up to be a 10-minute match.
Yeah, this is like your 10, 15-minute match. You know, everybody's going to run in there, do their shit. It's going to be like, everybody's just rushing to go home, basically.
Yeah, it's always good when they fly somebody overseas to work for 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
hopefully Jade can do more than just finish the show.
I hope so. I mean, you bring these people over, you hype them up, and they don't do anything.
Warren, we're going counterclockwise.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to the rising star, Logan Paul, baby.
Logan Paul for the Women's Tag Team Championship. That's awesome.
Oh, my bad. I meant that. I'm gonna go with Alba and
Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
Gray, how you feeling about this?
I'm just wondering what Bob meant by these people. But yeah, I'm also going with Alba and Isla.
Okay, all right. So Gray questions the integrity of Bob while choosing the white women. So cool.
Yeah.
They're actually British, so they do stand a chance
damn it.
of winning on the on their home turf.
I figured they're acclimated to castles, so it feels like this favors them a bit.
Yeah, they do come from the British invasion, if you will, when WWE went over there and took over all of British wrestling. They hired the best wrestlers to do NXT UK, and then they ran that into the ground in about 2.5 years, and then they put all these companies under, and then just had everybody
dirty
free.
in the UK so much. It's not even funny.
So Logan Paul seems to be retaining, according to Warren, the United States Championship versus LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes.
And they gotta keep the American they gotta win in a foreign land. You know what I mean? So.
Foreign land, yeah. Gray, do you know anything about Logan Paul?
I know he's our, current and future champion. Just keep the belt with him. He's got this. Yeah, I don't know. I got a feeling, he has to take on the Paul legacy because unfortunately, the other fight got a little delayed, the other famous Paul fight. So, maybe this is where it's going to be. Clash at a castle.
Well, that's a shame because that didn't get delayed until it was officially sanctioned. So,
Yeah.
You mean this is a real fight? Mike gets to actually choose whether he wants to take a dive.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna.
No, I don't think he will. So anyway, I believe that there's a lot of people out there that are mad that Logan Paul is as good as he is, and not that he is any good. He's just better than he should be.
Yes.
And he goes out there, he puts everything into it, and he gives it his all. And yeah, he's natural. And just like any good wrestler, he gets hurt every PLE.
Yes.
Yeah. He pulls something, he strains something, he twists something, he hurts something because he's giving his all. And it shows when you're giving your all. And that's an important thing in wrestling. When you're calling it in, Kevin Owens, people know it. And, they see that cannonball in the corner for what it is. It's just you
the
tumbling.
Same thing every time.
Same 5 moves. So,
And
I think...
you know what I think a lot of that has to do with, too, and I'm sorry to interrupt you here.
No,
I apologize.
Please go ahead. You are the guest.
I honestly... Thank you. I honestly think that it really has to do with marketing in terms of, especially when they're pushing new video games. And I know that probably sounds weird. It probably makes no sense maybe to some people, but hear me out here. If you notice, I believe it was after the last WWE 24 game that came out. They started actually showing on like Mondays and Raw and SmackDown when the wrestlers would come out, as part of the new production, they would actually show you what their rating was from the game, which really has no bearing whatsoever on what the fuck is going on TV, number one. But, again, because everything's pushed and promoted that way, you know, the entrances all have to stay the same with the music that came out for the game and the looks and people doing all that, along with the moves. You have to have recognizable moves. So that's why I feel like the booking and the PR in some ways is kind of tied into that, and that's why you get like these video game-esque type matches sometimes, where it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but they in the old games, when you would use the same move over and over and over again, the announcer would call you out on it.
Yes. Yes.
And
now it's the most amazing thing ever when somebody hits 19 finishes to end a match.
Yeah, it used to be that it would be like, oh, he went to the well one too many times, or he's been studying the tapes and he saw that move coming a mile away, but nobody does. Nobody realizes that he's going to do a cannonball and then a frog splash, and or Nia Jax throwing you in the corner and then farting on your face.
Exactly. Like, is it really impressive to, like reverse like the fifth F5 that you're about to take after you already took 4 to the face? Not really. Oh no.
Ooh. My diabetic meter didn't like the fact that I ate gravy this morning.
Oh.
I mean, okay, let me be clear. It was on something. It wasn't just a bowl of gravy.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. I just assumed for a minute.
I wasn't even thinking of bowl. I was just picturing you just spooning it right out of the jar.
Yeah. Homemade gravy. Homemade gravy's for me. That's
goes out of a saucepan, though.
Yes, out of the saucepan and into my belly. So
I'm jealous.
Warren.
Gravy's always good.
We got 3 matches on the screen, so we're gonna do 3 predictions right away. Okay.
Okay.
I say Solo Sikoa over Kevin Owens, Sheamus over Ludwig Kaiser, and Gunther over Randy Orton.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens, Sheamus, and Randy Orton.
Good choices. Gray, how do you feel about these 3?
I'm going the most European names I see, so let's go Solo, Sheamus, and Gunther. To me, they're in a castle. Why not? They've got home advantage.
Bob, how you feeling about this?
I'm going to concur with Gray. It's going right down the line there of Solo, Sheamus, and Gunther.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Those are going to be some hard-hitting matches right there, by the way. Gunther and Randy Orton. It's going to be interesting to see Randy Orton take the chops to the chest, as well as Ludwig Kaiser. I think that has a potential of being a match of the night, because these two are going to go strong style. They're going to be nice and snug. There's going to be some blood blisters across people's chests.
Sheamus needs the exercise.
It's gonna be a banger, regardless of what happens. It's gonna be a banger, and I think it really could be a show of the night. So, fight of the night. And the last one here is Ilya Dragunov versus Ricochet, who decided he wasn't going to renew his contract, and Braun Breaker. I hate to bring business into it, because it's not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to be really excited about the different storylines and things.
Yeah.
But Braun Breaker, they just announced they were going to be giving him a greater push.
Oh, yeah.
And even though Ilya Dragunov was just pulled up from NXT, I see no reason to give Ricochet the win at all.
Well, yeah.
This is his biggest match to date, by the way, on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to Braun Breaker.
100%. I absolutely agree. The guy, he's on fire right now. I mean, everybody loves this guy. He does stuff in the ring that nobody else is doing and or can even do. His rope running is ridiculous, just insane. So yeah, this guy, push him to the moon, because this dude is like Brock Lesnar 2.0.
Well, that just convinced me. I would have gone Ricochet had they spelled it a little bit more Irish, if you will, if it was that like O'Shea. But yeah, instead I got to go Braun Breaker on this one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Warren?
I'm gonna go with Ilya Dragunov because that just sounds very European.
Yes. Ilya Dragunov is very, very European, and it would make sense that all of the Europeans would win close to home. However, the fact that they are playing more politics these days than anything else, I think that probably Dragunov would be the shocker if he won. It would be the headline of the night, despite the other things going on. So if they played it safe and gave it to Dragunov because they know they can push a Breaker because of the momentum that he's got, and they just decide to make a new star out of Ilya Dragunov overnight, I think that would be the headline for the week. So
I mean,
good choice.
The option's there for that because Breaker doesn't have to take a pinfall in the match. So
no, and Ricochet's career is winding down. So
yeah, there's interesting possibilities here. So this actually makes the match a little bit more interesting to watch, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's we got I 2 match of the nights possibly if they go original and go with Ilya Dragunov, that would be the story of the night. If they and then you've got the Sheamus match, which is going to just tear the house down. So yeah. I mean, it's all of the championship matches. I think they're going to play it safe and by the book. But those are the matches to look forward to. So we'll see how we did next week as we recap Clash at the Castle, which is happening Saturday night, according to CBS Sports.
Anybody else miss Sunday PLEs or pay-per-views? I don't know why Saturdays, but I used to like them on Sundays. I know you got to do shit Monday morning, but still.
Well, they're going to be doing different things because the UFC has plans to dominate the entire weekend with their sports entertainment. So
nice.
They're either going to be taking Sundays or Fridays.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why they're pushing more towards a Saturday PLE. For the WWE, so it'll be they'll have the entire weekend because they'll have a UFC fight on Sunday, and then the PLE on Saturday, and there's nowhere for AEW to go except maybe Fridays without competition.
Yeah,
and that's not going to happen. So they've got a unified plan of using both brands to try to take down the rising stars, if you will.
Yeah, good luck.
But enough of that. It's time to spin the wheel again.
To the wheel.
And again, no sound for some reason.
Is it muted?
No, it's not muted. It's just that the wheel is on Firefox. So.
Gotcha.
Byron Allen. Byron Allen. He comes back and comes back and comes back to the news. So let's see.
Like herpes.
Not that one. Not that one. Where did I have it? Maybe we're not talking about Byron Allen.
Well,
nope.
Fuck him.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
Allen Media Group sets fast channel deal with Amazon Fire TV and Echo show devices. Fast channels are free ad-supported television.
Okay.
So that's what fast means.
Is it just going to be playing Byron Allen content?
Yeah, he's got these channels here, specifically Local Now, and the Weather Channel in Espanol. Not in English, but in Espanol. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So And now
Well,
those channels are going to be on the Amazon Fire and the Amazon Fire Sticks. Okay, the deal covers 21 of Allen Media broadcast-owned TV stations, including outlets in Honolulu, Flint, Michigan, Fort Wayne, and Tucson, Arizona.
Whoa.
So basically, they offer up local news for people on the interwebs
Sure.
who are watching TV that don't get the local news. So if you don't have a cable
Yeah.
box and get your local channels, and you don't have an aerial set, you're kind of shit out of luck when it comes to
Yeah.
your local news and sports and things like that.
Yeah.
So
No,
Local Now
That's good.
provides that for you, and that brings in lots and lots of revenues. These that happens to be the one that's actually working and making money. The fast channels.
Yeah.
To
It seems
be,
like there is kind of a need there. Huh, that's interesting. He's taken the world by storm.
yeah, he continues to move forward. Now, there's another story out there. I don't want to leave it out and show favorites here, but yeah, the Allen Group is going to be laying off a bunch of people too. So that's a different story for a different time. But yeah, the free ad-supported linear TV, he's making moves and he's making spaces, and you know, when it comes,
I mean,
I think Paramount would make a perfect fit for this sort of thing.
sure.
You
Like
know.
he's like this is great for like I don't know, what would you say, like maybe like a 50 and over demographic, right? Because they like their local, like they have to have their local shit, right? You know what I mean? Like I have older family members who I've tried to help them with their lowering their cable costs because they're paid all this money, and trying to explaining streaming to them and how it works, and that's always their first fucking question. Well, what about my local news? Well, you know what I mean? So
I've
I
also
get it.
attempted to take on that Sisyphusian task, and yeah, there's a need
Okay.
here. I can see why they're pushing so
Yes.
hard into that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I don't know if it's Tubi or Pluto, but I believe one of them has on their live feed of channels with your actual zip code will actually give you local, yes, programs like news and shit.
So that's kind of interesting because Roku does the exact same thing and allows you to see certain things in certain channels. But again, if you have an aerial attached to your smart television or your Roku device or Roku TV, then everything winds up going into the main menu, if you will. But yeah, that's all my my mother, who is significantly older than I am. That's all she watches, So she's watching all of
Yes.
the local TV channels, and
Yeah.
that's where they're making their money, on the old people.
Yes,
So-
I mean somebody's got to watch the Equalizer out there, right? Show keeps
Mhm.
getting renewed. I don't know how, but whatever.
Well, it's that and reruns of Bonanza and Gomer Pyle. They may not show up on the Nielsen ratings, but they're making somebody some money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
can't
they
miss
are.
out on can't miss out on Perry Mason. You know that.
No,
Can't miss
you
out on
can't.
Paramesa. No, got to have that. He's got quite the theme song, I believe. That's very, very.
Iconic.
It's an iconic nocturne, is what it is. So yeah, but hey, we got through that one pretty quick. We made up for it. So here we go.
Trying to add the audio.
Perfect.
Yay! Clapping and all kinds of other ones. Yeah, I got to remember to not
Clap.
do this with Firefox. I keep forgetting that Firefox does not translate well into that. So
Let
But
me
you
ask
just
you,
had some great special effects. Like those sound effects were out of this world. I think it more than makes up for it.
that was new movies was the topic, right? Was that the topic?
Yes, it was. New movie.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Coming out this week is Bad Boys, Ride or Die. It did very well. It's also a topic on the wheel, so we won't get into details of that. School of Magical Animals, two.
Where the
Two.
fuck
Yeah.
was
I didn't
School
even
of
see the
Magical Animals
first.
one? Yeah,
Wow.
right?
No, man.
Sleeper.
Yeah. Banel and Adama is
Okay.
also out this week, but it's in limited release. You may not see it at your local megaplex, nor
Right.
Cottontail. Um, However, handling the undead has gone into expansion, so you might be able to find tickets for
Hmm.
that. Hitman is on Netflix, so we're going to skip that one. And I used to be funny, which is going. That was my. It's the title to my unauthorized autobiography. Um, See how that wasn't funny? That joke,
Well,
unauthorized
I mean, you used to
autobiography.
be.
I used to be
No, I
funny,
understand.
so
I
that's
mean,
late bloomers. That's
Hey.
don't know what that's about. It might be about buying underwear at the last minute.
yeah.
Life After Fighting is in limited release.
Huh.
Okay.
Robot Dreams is only in Los Angeles, so if you're in LA, go out there and have a look. Longing is out there, and
Are
they're
they
re-releasing.
bringing
I'm sorry.
back?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
was just gonna say, are they bringing back Run Lola Run? Because wow, that's it's got to be what, like more than the 20th anniversary of that.
Yeah. It's a limited re-release of Run Lola Run coming back to theaters, and we're going to be seeing a lot of that this summer. A lot of movies going back into re-release for whatever reason. Someday we'll teach each other everything,
Oh man,
and
that's a no go just on the title alone.
oh yeah, look. It looks like she's
Look at the
hanging
last
from a
one.
hook. So
No, I mean it's probably a great movie, but like it's just the title is just it's I don't know. That's so much. Like, how do Hey, did you see that movie? What movie? Oh, so, someday we'll tell each other everything. Like it's I don't know. I don't want to talk to nobody about it. It's too
Huh.
much to go
well,
through.
I don't know.
you know,
I kind of like a long title, like the Englishman who went up a hill and came down a mountain, or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes the long titles it leads to an interesting film. It's intriguing to me.
Yes, that
Trim
one's not for
Season.
me.
It's another one on limited release. So there's a lot of things Cole will be watching.
I was gonna say these are all movies that Cole has probably either seen or will be seeing. This is like
Yeah.
his list of upcoming movies.
I think you might have a couple of these on your list too, Bob. I could be wrong.
If
I
it
mean,
wasn't on video and digital, I think Big Boys might have given Bad Boys a run for
a
its
run for
money.
its money. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
And Apple TV has a series with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Oh,
The Last
Bratz.
Breath and Bratz is on Hulu. So that's what's happening this week uh, at the movies.
Oh, that's about the
what a
Brat
week!
Pack. Okay, that now see
Oh,
that's
I was kind of
interesting.
hoping it
I'll
was
watch that.
brats.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no,
Oh, it's
you're
that.
out of
Oh,
luck there.
it's not about sausage.
No,
All
Well,
right, I'm
maybe
oh,
it
out.
Brats, not brats. My bad. Sorry,
maybe it is
guys.
about sausage. Let's look at this real quick.
Yeah, like
Everybody
that. I
wanted to
think
be in the
that'll.
Brat Pack. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Brat
All
Pack, man.
right.
Who
Okay,
doesn't love
okay.
the Brat Pack? Come on,
No.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez. Come on.
right? Emilio.
Oh, I
Yeah.
I need to go see A Quiet Place. I don't know when, uh, but it looks really good, and I actually like that series.
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead,
Yeah.
Bob, be the goon.
Yeah, I was just agreeing with you that I also like the series. I'd like to see that
Yeah.
one. For some reason, I haven't seen that one yet.
I I
Yeah.
I I I don't. What I don't understand about this series is that some people say that it's not that good, and I'm like, well, like think about this is like the. I think it's inventive in the sense that most most horror or sci-fi horror, you always have the person screaming, and the fact that you can't actually say something
Yeah.
is a nice twist. So I don't
Yeah.
understand why people don't like the whole like from the first to the because it's in a weird order. They're doing it like a Pulp Fiction style, right? They started from um the first movie, and then the this would be considered the first movie, and then the one with Killian Murphy would be the second, and then the last one, the first one would be the third. So I think it's cool. I think it's inventive. I you know. I'd wonder if these. I always thought if maybe these aliens went to other planets and did the same thing. But that's just my rant on A Quiet Place. I think it's a very underrated series.
I would
Yeah, that
agree with you,
first
Warren.
one just has some iconic scenes in there.
Yeah.
There's some that I still can't unsee, if you will. It's definitely stuck with me more than I thought it would. So yeah, I don't know why I've kind of slept on it, but yeah, I would like to see it.
Never saw it.
You've never
Ooh.
any of them? Wow.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
None of them.
you should.
None
You
of them.
should. I
Yeah,
think
get
you'll
on there.
enjoy it. I really do.
As far as horror goes, it seems to be on a different level. It's not like just a slasher thing or just a creature
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. It's got some good depth to it. It's got some very good characters in it, even though there's not much, whole lot of talking going on and stuff like that. But it's good. I like that stuff too, Warren. So I agree with you. It's very interesting. The premise is very good. And they're decent movies. I suggest
I
you see it, Rosales.
I always fail to find interesting movies where aliens look so alien that they don't look like they would be able to manipulate a spaceship to get one
Technically-
place or another.
I could be wrong. I don't know if we know the origin of these things. They're just
We'll know it in this movie.
okay. Fair enough. But not sure if they're extraterrestrial or perhaps subterranean or
Yeah,
something.
there could be ground.
Interesting.
I mean, watch the trailer, Rosales, and that because I don't want to spoil anything. But you can get your opinion. But
Well,
I mean,
Should I watch them in reverse release order?
I mean, yeah, to be you guys would agree with this, right? Because you'd have to watch A Quiet Place, then you'd have to watch it in reverse order. Yeah, to be quite
You
honest.
should get the classic experience. Go with the
Yeah.
first one and go in
Yeah.
theatrical release. Be like the public, but do it on your time. Be better than the public.
Yes.
I don't know.
You
if I
might want
can
to see
be
where
better
it
than the public.
starts.
I don't know if I can be.
Oh, you can do it. We believe in you, sir.
We believe
But,
you.
It's kind of
Well-
nice. Like it's not just like a big creature film. They
Yeah.
actually kind of do that fun thing where they don't show you the creature a lot. So it really kind of helps. I'm not sure if this new one they're going to show it a lot more. So I don't know. I'd recommend the release order, but it's up to you. The world is your oyster, sir.
Yeah. And not only that, man, but you should watch them because the second one, I think, more than the first one. But they were filmed in and around my hometown, man. See where I'm from.
Really?
So yeah.
The first one?
Wow, Gotham?
I don't. Yeah. They were filmed around. Yep. No, but I think I'm not sure about the first one, but I think more so the second one was filmed in and around Buffalo here in Western New York. You could probably double check me right now and fact check me and let me know if I'm wrong. Or if
I
I'm
will
right.
not. I will judge you on my own time.
Okay. Thank you.
Take a look at where we are with the poll for the Lady Deadpool, as we've got
Oh yeah, I
that
voted for this.
now. Yeah. Well, with a 100% return so far, we got 3 votes. We got 3 votes for Ryan
CGI,
Reynolds,
right?
CGI Ryan Reynolds. So other than that, nobody else gives a crap.
Oh, I didn't vote for
Um,
that one. I voted for the one on here. I did.
Now on the YouTube, we have Blake
Yeah, there we
Lively for
Yeah.
75% and 25% CGI Ryan Reynolds. There is about 50 minutes left for the Deadpool post on the Twitter. So
Yeah, vote you. Son of
have
bitches.
at thee, and make a stand. And let's let people make your voices heard, if you will.
Your vote counts.
Your vote counts for fuck all. So
Yeah, the Russians have hacked our voting on Twitter.
yes, show them you mean business. Make Twitter great again. All right, let's go back to spinning before we get into trouble.
Wheel.
Let's see what we got here. Do we got enough people? Do we got enough people? Do we got enough people? I think we got enough people. Let me send you guys the invite, and
Okay.
we'll do this time as opposed to blowing it off. So let's do that. I'll give it to you guys. And you know what? If you're out there and you want to play along with us, um, you can do that too. So there's the Gardic Phone invite right there um, for those who wish to play along. Um, I think I need more than Gray there. Warren, Madman
I'm
Webb.
trying to get in there.
Oh, Madam Webb time. Cool nickname. Thanks for
I
joining
guess
us,
that's
Bob.
me.
So if you want to join the game, please do. We've got a little bit of room for you. We've got up to 14 players, so that includes the entire viewing audience. Yeah, join us if you want to do this. We got normal, we got knockoff, we got animation, compliment. What the heck is exquisite corpse?
So it's a new one. Apparently, you draw like 3 segments. Like you got to draw a head, and then you make it go past the line, and then you got to draw a torso. You make it go past the line, and then legs. It switches them all up, so you get weird creatures in the end. But
Right.
it's kind of long, if you will. It's no AI. That AI one, they need to bring that back.
I
Yeah,
think a good between short to medium would be pretty good.
Short to medium.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. Um,
I mean, there's always the original, whatever they call that, normal. It's pretty quick.
I like the story ones.
Oh, fair enough. Story is also quick.
the story one is quick. I'm just setting up something real quick here.
Yeah, makes sense. We're just going to go silent while we wait for that.
Everybody, talk amongst yourselves.
Well,
Cool.
I don't know if you guys, League of Legends, a player in Vietnam was apparently he strangled a woman in his hotel room because she refused to do the hanky panky with him from League of Legends, a player.
Oh.
So he got arrested for
That tracks,
Why would anyone refuse?
right?
yeah, he
Was
got
it
arrested
good?
for unaliving someone apparently. So
So, exquisite
She-
corpse is the one you're going with there. Let's
Did
go
you
one
not see
round
his
and
gameplay.
see what happens. Let's go one round with that because I have not done this, so it'll be an interesting thing to see what's going on here.
It's kind of fun, but it goes way too long for the amount of time that it gives you. Like it's almost a full minute to draw the head, and then each one subsequently less time. But yeah, just make sure to cross that line with like the neck or the shoulders or something, because when it gets to the torso, that's all they're going to see.
I think we need some music in the background here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Bob wants to give us a song.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Pika Pika. How did you draw that fast? What the? So this guy's cheating.
Hey, you're not supposed to look at my screen.
Oh,
That's cheating. When
I
you look
didn't
at
know.
my
I had to-
screen.
look, I'm on my phone here. Okay, I'm not technologically advanced like all you guys. Okay.
I'm not technologically advanced. I'm old. I'm legally required not to be technologically advanced.
Shit.
I wouldn't call myself that, but
No, I'm calling myself that.
Yeah, so that's only a quarter of your time. You got a lot of details to add or whatever.
Yeah.
all right then.
No.
It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, half your time's gone.
Oh man. Whatever will I do?
Yeah.
We'll just keep going as long as I got time.
Well, we got plenty of time because only 2/3 of your time is gone. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Oh no.
Kitty says, sorry I missed today. I got caught up on Minecraft duty with the nephew.
No excuses. No excuses.
Apparently, I mine wrong, but whatever.
No excuses, Kitty.
Well,
You know,
Yeah.
she's lying. What she did was she went to McDonald's with her nephew and decided to binge eat. That's what she did.
you can join in at
Ooh.
any time, Kitty, if you'd like. We put the link in the chat, so we'll have another go
Warren
around,
exposed you.
possibly.
It's your favorite one, Exquisite Corpse. Oh, wow.
here
It
we
just
go.
moved. Okay.
Oh shit.
Well, whoever's did this one didn't connect the head to the torso, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Random torso starting now.
Oh son of a bitch. Now this is. Nobody should judge my drawings, man. I'm doing this with my finger.
That's what we are here for, my friend. I'm going to judge the crap out of you.
No. It's
Show
not
us the
fair.
talent
Man.
of your
You're
finger.
like a.
Ah,
It's not fair, man. You're like an actual artist and shit.
who, me?
Like, draw
No.
things. Yeah, you.
I'm not an artist.
You
I play
are.
one on TV.
Well, it's bullshit. You took some classes or something, man.
Yes, in 1904.
Yeah, well, you pioneered an industry. It's pretty cool.
Holy smokes.
About half your time is done.
So bad.
Ah! Can't believe I did that again.
It's part of the game. You gotta
Never
hit
was
the
a good
wrong button
finger
and
painter.
turn everything a color.
It's not even the right color. Damn it.
You binge ate pasta. You know, when that happens to a diabetic, they wind up falling asleep. So it's good to have a high metabolism there. I don't think I could have kept mining, no matter how wrong I was when I was mining.
I didn't know he was in South Africa. Oh. Now I feel bad a little bit.
Why? He didn't have to vote. In South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa. All right.
Wow. Yeah.
How about a little Cthulhu appreciation music?
Ooh, I'm dying for some Cthulhu.
There's a tale of horror that'll make you weep. Down beneath the waves where the darkness lies, there's a creature lurking with 1,000 eyes. Cthulhu, oh Cthulhu, from the depths he'll rise, with his tentacles a waving 'neath the stars.
I imagine these couples just dancing swing in a speakeasy nightclub.
You have any more cups coming on your website, Rosales?
Do I have any what now?
Cups.
Yeah, right.
Mugs.
Cups? Mugs?
Mugs, you know. Mugs that you
Mugs, jugs.
No.
Ooh, jugs.
Yeah.
Merch opportunity.
Yeah. More jugs. I don't. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
it moved again. Okay.
I
How
don't
do I
have
add
anything
links to
new.
this thing?
I don't have anything new happening just yet, but most likely I will at some point.
He'll never die, for he's older than the earth and the sky. Ooh, don't even try to escape his grasp, for he'll never say goodbye. So beware the deaf and the ancient lord, for the stand he waits on the ocean floor. And when the stars align and the moon is high, he'll come for us all, and we'll say goodbye.
Such a classic ditty.
In the town of Arkham, whispers in the alley,
Little Dunwich horror.
shadows blend with the night. Oh,
Take care, kitty.
a chill takes hold.
Oh, did I miss a comment?
Waning light, the townsfolk say,
Got to get going. Apparently, you guys are distracting. Get by. Okay.
We are a distraction.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. We distract coworkers as well while we're out and about. So
Makes sense.
we cost corporate money.
always stay in Dunwich's tale they lay. Never stray, it's been
There needs to be more Eldritch music out there.
It would be nice.
among the brights beneath the moon. Pale and bright, strange cries echo, stirring fright. Whispers of
50% of your time is gone.
Oh no. Thanks for keeping up on the clock.
the old folks warn.
I shirked my duty there.
Refrain, beware the dark, the unspeakable.
Domain.
About a third of your time remains. No pressure. Ah,
Have you noticed, Gray, that AI music has a certain style when it comes to writing lyrics?
Yes. I've been throwing a lot of them into ChatGPT, which still has its own style, but I guess each of ours is trained a little differently, so I don't know. But they all kind of have that certain thing. It seems like there's certain phrases it keeps going back to also.
Yes. In the realm of AI music. That seems to be a phrase that catches up with me all the time. In the realm of, in the world of, in a time of. This it has its way of getting to a certain type of rhyming scheme.
For sure.
And, I can throw it off by asking for iambic and pentameter, if you will. So, and then you get the more, I don't know if this is the right word, but the more staccato kind of delivery. Oh, look at that. We're done, guys.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm going to go with manual. And we'll go with beginning to the end here. And I don't know if you've got, if you can hear the music on your end. But
we can. If the music that you're playing, no music from Gartic. But
okay.
I don't think we need it. It's not reading the prompts or anything.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is mine. So I started off
so awesome
with a guy, and he's holding a balloon in one hand, apparently, and a soda in the other, and he has a familiar-looking style mustache.
But I'm sure Bob took it and ran with it. He's got this. It only gives you like those lines, like the very top of this image is all that Bob could see, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly where
I was just a little
head
off.
would be.
Apparently, he's the magician's assistant, and couldn't put himself all together.
I love it, Warren.
And
that's
he's
awesome.
Going swimming, I think, is what's going on here. So let's look at that.
Yeah, those are definitely flippers.
That was very nice.
Very nice.
Thank
Nice
you.
crisp lines. Okay, so gray. Oh, here we go. Look at that. That's nice. I like the twirl. You were inspired. I know you were.
I was.
You were inspired by a certain type of person here. And he happens to be eating a sandwich. And apparently he's getting a foodie boner.
Yeah, quite the bulge. Oh, wow. Huh.
Yes,
Cool
he's
nickname.
disabled. I guess that's like a puppet you're holding.
Yeah,
up.
it's a puppet of a
It's
man
a skill
eating a
of
sandwich.
sorts.
And there seems to be a trend there from the nose to the lap.
Yeah. There's a theme for this one.
All right, so let's see what Warren Webb, Madam Warren, has to say here. Oh my goodness!
I love it. I think I have failed you, Warren, but that is an awesome face.
Oh, I failed everybody.
So it gave me nothing. It was just white at the top, so I had to guess, and I chose wrong.
Ah, well,
Oh, wow. That is awesome results.
yeah, I chose to have him sitting on a cat. So, if you've ever seen the AI short Balloon Head, this apparently is the version of that.
Yeah, clearly.
So, Balloon Head.
I love it. I just wish I had aimed a little bit more to the right for the torso.
Yeah, that would have been great.
And cool nickname.
I love it, Bob.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
All
Okay, I think
right.
this one's going to be the best one so far.
So
It looks like it's
far.
going to line up.
I think we've got like a third grade X-Men here. That's what we've got.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yes. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so perfect. That is
Oh,
absolutely
that's good.
tremendous.
Not bad at all.
It's a new bad guy I'm going to introduce in the comic books. I just downloaded the PNG, so let's do that.
That's perfect. With his little red boots and his little red symbol and his shitty red hair.
Oh yeah. Oh, and don't forget the what do they call those things at the bottom?
The
of
Spurs.
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 Yes.
Oh, I didn't
Spurs.
see him. Look at him.
And his Red Menace hair.
Yes.
You know. So. All right.
Plus the surly, facial expression. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of attitude.
Do we move on to the wheel, or do we do one more?
It's up to you. Well, you said Florida Man is back, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I vote for the wheel because
Yeah,
that
wheel.
can be beat.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
2 for the wheel. Warren, how you feeling about this? Oh, it's too late. Look at that. We gotta
I'm
leave the
feeling
page.
great.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You got time to- I'm feeling great.
speak of the devil. Look
Oh,
at
wow.
that.
Oh,
Promo
it's
time.
promo time. My favorite time. Everybody's favorite time.
Promo time. Okay.
It's promo time. Got to have the latest thing.
It is promo time. And this week on promo time, we're taking a quick look at the schedule of comic book releases for New Stunning Adventures, the newest title coming from Rosales Comics. And it's a digital exclusive so far for the release of these comic books on Global Comics. So July 24th, we'll see the first issue of New Stunning Adventures, which will feature Cool Arrow and Amazing Swoop. The second issue will come out in September. So this is a bi-monthly release on digital. And that one will feature the Guardians of the High Command, Lucha Law, and Atomic Battle Hero Fighters. And our third issue in November of this year will be featuring Shoctress, a second-generation hero. So that is what's happening in for the original content of Rosales Comics. However, we are also bringing back Dynamo from Tower Comics, and this is exclusively on Global Comics. Our first episode of Dynamo, restored by Rosales Comics, is coming out next week. So be sure to go by and take a look at our comic books as we release classic comic books and new titles for your enjoyment. We take them and refurbish them, if you will. We bring them back to life. We get rid of the coffee stains. We upscale them so that they're better for viewing online. And we return to them the beautiful halftone. It's not getting any bigger. Just the words.
We've all been there. Yeah. It looks beautiful, though.
Son of a gun. So, Dynamo, featuring the pencils and inks of Wally Wood, lovingly restored. Don't miss out on the first monthly chapter, Menace from the Moon, starting next week. We'd love to have you patronize us and not patronize us. So that's what's going on during promo time, guys.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love the promo time.
We might, So if you're into the comic books, that's what we do, and we sell products as well. So go to rosales.comics.com to see the latest information.
I love me some promo time. That was awesome, and I'm glad I didn't interrupt you too much this time.
Yeah, promo time is fun. But I think a lot of people were hoping that we had done... Where'd it go? There it is. Stop it, old man. Okay.
I think you're right. A lot of people were hoping for that new to DVD section. We almost got it.
Well, it's the weekend box office.
Wow.
Did the Pratt Cat movie maintain its supremacy? Let's see.
Let's see, where is it?
Movies, movies, movies. People always want to know, should we stay or should we go to the movies? They want to call them picture shows. Wow, I didn't know that. Let's all go to the movies.
Let's go to the movies and see how the weekend box office is doing. Bad Boys, as of Friday, showed $21 million for a $90 million budget. So it's, I think it's going to make money.
So you're saying they beat the cat? Huh. Good for them.
Yes, beat the cat.
Kitty.
The Watchers came in ahead of everything else that was still.
They even beat the cat.
Yes, they beat the cat.
Wow.
And The Watchers, I believe, is a horror movie. So coming out of Ireland or wherever they were having a clash at a castle. And the last movie to make the top 13 is Tuesday, which was released on Friday.
Huh.
I have a question.
I mean, A24.
There you go.
How come the movies aren't haven't had like a big box office showing?
Well,
I mean, there's Dune and there's going to be Wolverine. They're the two huge ones this year, but good question. This is what, Bad Boys 5 or something? So
4.
Is it 4? I thought 4 Life was number 4, but I couldn't remember if they were doing the whatever.
But I don't know. Oh, you know what? I don't have to be right. I can be wrong.
I'm just saying, like, how big does the 5th one ever do? It's not like it is, Independence Day, but still, you're right. It kind of seems like mid-June we should have like a blockbuster or something. I don't know. I think it's enthusiasm.
It's post-slap Will Smith, so he's got something to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's looking to slap somebody off of something. So it may as well be off the top of the box office. Furiosa, you know what? I saw that movie, and I didn't find anything wrong with it. I thought a lot of the premises that people were coming after it about being, a girl boss kind of movie were highly inaccurate in how they presented it. I think everything that she showed as far as the mastery was earned through storytelling. And, I didn't see it the way a hater would see it, if you will. So,
I think the problem is a lot of haters didn't see it. They just kind of spread that hate from the trailer. But
probably.
But do you think that's because of the fact that for quite some times I'm not blaming Furiosa. We've been given this premise that the female leads are the strong and independent. So the problem is when you've been fed so much garbage, when you finally get a good meal, even if it tastes good, you say it's garbage. That's the problem, right? So I think she's a product of the movie, and the movie is the product of bad movies prior that didn't hold up.
Sure.
There's also a feeling that Quentin Tarantino may be right about people having a certain number of good movies left in them, and George Miller's been around for a little bit, and
that being said, though, like his track record's pretty good. You got Babe Pig in the City. You got all the Mad Maxes. I'm just saying, like, I can't think of a horrible one from him. Even this one, I really like the story, and I feel like he has progressed with storytelling and character a bit. But who's really clamoring for this movie 9 years after the first one to get a prequel? Like it seems kind of weird. We're doing a few of those this year. Also, like the Strangers one. It's like, but why now?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
George Miller is a man after my own heart, and I can't say that I don't take anything from him in his approach to doing things. If you look at my personal record of what I produced, we have it's not going to show up. Kidwise, it's a children's book, and we have the Grimm Tales of Rainbow Falls, which is a horror story for not kids. So, going from Babe in the City to Mad Max, I can relate to that. Being creative in that sort of way.
I get it.
I get that. I feel that. And I am also of age as he is. So, there's nothing wrong with spreading your wings and doing many, many, many things. However, he's doing a lot better than I am, even though he's in sixth place.
Sure.
The Garfield movie is standard fare for Sony Pictures in the way that they do these kid things. They're going to make their money. Is it a quality film? I haven't seen it. I can't judge it. I expect it to be an average film. I don't expect it to be a stinker because it's still up there, and it's only lost about 24.6% since last week, whereas Furiosa lost 60.7% since last week.
Yeah, which is sad, but it's kind of expected. It feels like the Furiosa crowd would probably be the same Bad Boys type crowd, so I could see moving that where Garfield, you're still going for a kids movie. Well, I just mean action, whereas Garfield is kind of going more for a kids audience. So it makes sense why that would maintain when we don't have another big kids one out.
If they were to pull it now and not ever show it anywhere ever again and not release it on anything, it would cost them $2 billion. That's how much it's estimated to lose Warner Brothers. So, that hurts. That hurts unless it's a tax write-off.
It does hurt.
So,
it does hurt. And that just puts that indirectly puts more pressure over on poor James Gunn over there.
Yeah.
They need money. They need a hit.
They need a win. They need a win.
Yeah.
And Furiosa was not it. And
but what's
Bryce
crazier
says,
to me is that Civil War is still on this list. How is that even possible?
A24 has the
film.
magic. It has that magic. They tend to make money on all of their films because the budget is more than likely a lot less, or 50% less than the cost to distribute it. And
sure. It's
the
just
idea
crazy to me that it's still running on 75 screens somewhere.
If your film can make back double the distribution and your film cost half of what the distribution is, you're always going to make money. And I think that's a plan. That's why we haven't seen a Dread 2, is because there's no formula where it makes money. I loved Dread when it came out, and it was a fun movie.
Yes,
it's fairly decent, fairly dark. Please go ahead.
I think Dread. I think it's these movies that establish. Maybe it's just better if they put it in the stream, kind of like what Dune's doing, where they put the prequels to stream and they don't put it in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you can see if it works out, and if it doesn't, it's still cheaper than doing a movie. It's because you can still tell the story, but now you have people investing in a streaming service. So maybe that's just running its course into a stream is what they should do instead of trying to salvage movies.
Okay. Well, that's what's showing at the movies.
Wow. I like the graphics, sir.
Thank you. That was supposed to go with the music that came up before it. So, yeah, let's go back to the wheel
Close enough.
and
To
see
the
what we're gonna.
wheel.
To the wheel, my friends. To the wheel. Blade movie.
What Blade movie?
That's the
Good point.
news. That's the thing. Okay. Someone's got some free time, so they're making a Jurassic Park film. Um, can I make it any
What?
bigger?
They're already on 4 for Jurassic World.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
man.
I guess I
Crazy.
slept on 3.
Yeah.
So
you did.
yeah, Mahershala Ali is lined up for Jurassic 4, and sure, I'll continue reading. Um, and they speculate that it could be bad news for the Blade reboot, that the it's scheduling and conflicts and things like that.
Yep.
However, the thing is that they're doing rewrites on Blade, so they've got a new writer in. They're doing more things. They're taking a little more time for it, and since they're taking time and they're not rushing into it,
This dude's got
Marvel
bills
has
to pay.
Marvel has scheduled the movie to be shot in this year to be
Oh,
released
perfect.
next year,
Perfect.
unless they delay it again and somebody
I mean,
dies of old age.
How do you not?
You know,
How do,
the thing is, he's been given control, or almost, I wouldn't say final say, but he's been given a lot of input into the way the movie looks, and if he's trying to protect his reputation and the reputation of the character, all of this makes sense.
sure.
In the Deadpool kind of way, where I don't believe he's got a team together like Ryan Reynolds would. And I don't know if he's got the kind of push that Ryan Reynolds has for the character, but the integrity of the character is very, very important to him. And according to this, they're facing major rewrites, delays in productions, and they found a new writer. They're looking to change the premise of the movie,
My God.
with the rumors of it being a female led and Blade having a daughter.
Oh,
It's kind of awesome.
And-
I know it's weird when you have to kind of like rewrite everything like later into production, keep delaying it, but I don't know. Maybe this is a good sign. Like Warren was talking about earlier, maybe they're going to get back to quality. Maybe they just signed on for this and realized with this whole kind of, I don't know, a lot of people called it like the MCU, but the girl boss thing where, we want to get to the female version of it. Obviously, that was like a edict or whatever coming from years ago. Maybe they've kind of seen that these aren't necessarily the best ways to go. So they're kind of trying to take the ideas back to source material, maybe, or maybe they're rushing with it again with so many of them that they've had to rewrite. What with the shows, Daredevil, essentially, they completely scrapped it after writing it and even filming some of it. And then, kind of the same thing for, what is it, Captain America 4, extensive rewrites and reshoots. I don't know. Maybe this is a good thing, but maybe not. I kind of trust Mahershala Ali, like that dude knows how to act. So I want to see him as Blade, and I'd like to see him in a good Blade. But we'll see.
We'll see, because despite the setbacks and budget cuts, Marvel Studios still plans on beginning filming this year, aiming for a November next year release. So,
I mean,
we
I
want
feel like
quality. We want it yesterday. Let's do the rewrites on the set. We did it with Iron Man. We can do it with Blade.
Sure.
And I think that's an attitude that people have. And again, these edicts. Did I do that? Fair point. I didn't mean to. Again, we come back to giving them the benefit of the doubt. And then you see things like She-Hulk, or you give them the benefit of the doubt for, what's going to happen. And then they give you the Acolyte And
Uh,
some people are really, really happy with it and impressed with it and are
sure.
excited about it. Those are all critics. And we know that, well, we don't know. It's a speculation, I'll tell you that much. There's a speculation that the reviews can be bought
Sure.
on Rotten Tomatoes and whatnot. So everything is taken with a grain of salt, and we all get high blood pressure. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how that plays out. It seems
I
like
mean, no,
spinning plates.
isn't it? It's it. I mean, it's got to put the whole thing's in such turmoil though, because I mean the meter's running the whole time, right? So this is just
Yes,
dollar sign
everybody's
after
still
dollar
being
sign.
paid.
Yeah, that you're burning. You know what I mean? So how like by the time this movie does come out, it's what is this total cost now? And how much money does this movie have to make to be any sort of, bring profitability? And it's crazy. Like how do you break? That's the cycle. Like how do you like is quality going to break that? You know what I mean?
I
If
think that
if you spend most of your time, redoing an entire movie over and over and over and over, new writers, a new director, and this guy isn't working, and now it doesn't work for the character, and we got to do it again. Like, aren't you just constantly setting yourself up for maybe not? Maybe the quality of the movie might be good, but now we're getting into the like possibility of a constant financial failure because of the fact that you're ballooning these productions into astronomical figures because you can't get it right the first time.
well, you have to remember the first writer apparently had only two fight scenes, which was reported and throughout the whole Blade movie,
That's what I
which is
mean.
why which is
Yeah,
really
give a
weird.
dude a sword. Don't let him use it.
Because I'm sure everyone here has watched the Blade movie, and I think within even the first 20 to 30 minutes, there's more than two fight scenes. So I mean,
Yeah.
you're not.
I never saw them.
Oh, oh,
God,
What?
racist.
Rosales. I don't know what.
That is some of Snipe's best work right there.
Yeah,
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 that was a good. You got to catch up on these movies, Rosales.
yeah.
But
What's
back
going
to
on
that,
here, bud?
back to this. I think the problem was is first they, back in 2022, I think Rosales put the timeline on. They put all these movies out, and then they realized they had to cancel them, and then they have to rewrite. So they're playing catch up, which is not good, right? But would you rather them not do this and then they release a $400 movie, another $400 movie, and
Oh,
you're like, like not saying you, I'm saying
oh no,
like
I get
in
what you're.
general.
I get what you're saying, Warren.
I
I get
think
what
they're
you're saying.
playing banana catch up.
Yeah, it's just tough because even if, I just think that you can. I think like I agree that it's good to course correct, to not just pump out like a production line of shit, that you're just trying to just fill for content. Um, so like I completely agree with you there, but like I said, it's just worrisome because you just like I said, right now, if they're gonna do this, they're not gonna probably see. I mean, we gotta hope that Wolverine and Deadpool is like a huge summer hit here for them. That'll be a big win if they could do that. That'll help. But like like Rosales said, if they're still like determined to like start shooting this movie and get it out by next year, how good are the rewrites and all that gonna be? Number one, and if the actor even approves of them or likes them or wants to even do them. And two, again, like I said, the clock's still running on or the meter's still running on the money. So it's like, what is this movie really gonna? By the time it does come out and get done, even if
You
it's a
know,
great movie,
I think that there are some contractual agreements for uh, for the possibly the main actor. Maybe I don't know for
hmm
sure. I don't nail me down to that. They own the IP, so they're not running out of the licensing agreement on it.
sure.
Unless they don't own the IP and Blade is actually owned by Universal or Sony.
Mm.
But I do think that
They
they
own
picked
it.
it up from Fox. I think
Well,
during the Fox deal, I think they picked it up. And
or- originally, if my memory serves me correctly, and I don't know how much bearing this has on it now, but originally, if I'm correct, the first 3 Blade movies, those were originally New Line Cinema films,
Okay.
which not at that time wasn't owned by Warner Brothers yet. So I don't know if they have a piece of it because they acquired New Line. I don't know how all that goes, but
Warner Brothers acquired New Line.
I believe they do own New Line.
Well, I mean,
By all
I
means, fact check me. Yeah, I could
I
be wrong.
I have a feeling they're probably gonna delay it another year, personally, because I don't think you have enough time to shoot something within a year, personally.
No, no, not if he's going to do Jurassic Park 2 or 4 there either. That
'Cause
how
that's
the fuck's
scheduling
this guy going to do
conflicts.
all this? Yeah, exactly, Warren. You're right. How's he going to do it? It's tough. And then again, now if they delay it again, it's just you're just burning money. You're just throwing it out the window.
Okay,
Trying
so
to get
Marvel
this movie in.
Studios regained the Blade film rights in 2016.
Okay.
Don't know how they did it, but they did it, and so it went back to them. So they own the
Okay.
film rights. So they got the
Okay.
IP. However, they're still they're still under pressure to get it out and get it done. And it may be the fact that you're exactly right. It has now ballooned past the point of production with nothing ready for anybody to even look at. Um, we what is that from the Batman movie? We're $2 million in the red, and we haven't seen one balloon.
Yeah, and we haven't seen one balloon.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
so
and it just sucks because I want to see this movie. I like the actor. I like the character.
We
I
know
want.
why you want to see it, Bob. We know why.
What?
We know why. We know this movie's a hate crime coming out in theaters. We know why.
but the
Uh,
thing is that they had Disney had to renegotiate the Moana TV show into a film, and it put Dwayne put them over the barrel for that because they
yeah,
have to.
fucking
It's
Dwayne.
it's specifically in the contract that it was a TV show, and now they have to make it a movie, and so they have to change the terms of the agreement. If
And
they
pay
were
that
to
dude.
change the terms of the agreement for Blade to be like an episodic or something like that, so that they could
Yeah.
just put it out there and get it done, they would have to take Ali's contract and renegotiate that, at which point
Yeah.
he would have them over a barrel. So the
Yep.
fact that they're dying to make this film starting this year really means that we're going to watch that House of Cards collapse, probably. And
Yeah. You're just getting to the point of no return where you're either canceling. You either got to go or it's go or be gone. That's it. Like you can't. At some point, right? You got to turn the faucet off. You can't just keep letting it go.
yeah, at some point, you've just got to spin the wheel
Yes.
and see where it lands.
For the lightning round.
Or
Did we
new
do
to
that?
DVD. New to DVD.
Physical media. Yay.
Yes.
Physical media. There's a great bunch of stuff coming out here on Tuesday, the 11th. What'd I do?
Oh man, you
I
messed
did
it
it
up.
again. Yes, I did. Oh, son of a. Okay, here we go.
There we are.
There we are. Now
This is my
let's.
girl, Sydney
Nice.
Sweeney. Alrighty.
There she is.
Yeah. Hey, Immaculate. It's I think it should have been a little bit higher than 6.1, but fair enough.
Fair enough. Godzilla, Kong, the new Empire is out. If you want to own that, it's out there.
Monkey Glove movie.
It may not be at the
Yep.
Red Box because I think the Red Box is going under. I saw some paper tags on top of some Red Box machines outside of the Kroger, if you will, the grocery store, and it said that they will no longer be a place to
Oh, no.
return your movies. So
We lost ours ages ago.
at least at that particular location, the Red Box is no longer functioning. So.
Damn.
Because physical media is going down, going away. So wherever you're going to get your Sydney Sweeney stills or captures,
Son of a gun.
so you're going to have to find a new place other than the Red Box, which the Red Box era is almost. So go out there and pick up a copy of Nashville Legacy, Animal Kingdom, The Long Game, Dogman, Digimon Adventure, Beginning, Ray, Break, Reuniting, and Origin, as well as South Park, the
Ooh, the
Pandaverse.
Pandaverse is on DVD. Wow.
Yes.
That feels like that took a long time to get to physical media.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
longer than a lot of those movies. I swear Immaculate was released way after that, but maybe I'm wrong.
It was. It was released way after that. But, some movies have a quicker turnaround when it comes to going to DVD.
Fair enough. The Last Kumate.
The Last
Yeah,
Kumate.
that's done by a couple of YouTube guys actually. One
Is
guy
that right?
from I think a few of them did it, but there's a guy who does a channel that's I think it's So Bad It's Good, which is great because they always watch terribly great movies. And there's another channel I think is oh man, I'm gonna blank on his name. Oliver something, but he does like movie retrospectives, which are usually pretty decent. But yeah, it's like a throwback to like a classic '80 movies. Got a lot of classic '80s stars like Cynthia Rothrock and Billy Blanks. So it's
Ooh. That
cool.
would
little
be worth
throwback
checking
movie.
out.
Yeah, it actually might be. I haven't seen it yet, but definitely worth checking out.
There's lots of Superman and Lois fans.
Oh,
with the
love
new
that
era
show.
of Superman coming out, you may want to grab yourself a physical copy of the series
Yes.
in case they decide to wipe the slate clean and remove every different version of Superman so that there's only one you can see. You never know what the strategy is going to be. But
No, yeah.
when I think of YouTubers, I think of found footage, and when I look at this poster, I think of karate movies. And wouldn't that be interesting to see a found footage karate movie?
That would be.
That could be an interesting direction.
Yes, it could.
Think of it like a Mortal Kombat, but it's just found footage. Just
Mhm.
this tournament happened at some point. Wow, I kind of like that. The gears are slowly turning in my brain.
Yeah, you see it on the screen, fatality, and the camera turns, and you see the guy, the announcer standing in the corner reading his thing.
Feels so old seeing Digimon the Adventure on. Like that was when I was like in high school.
Oh, you're back from your pee break.
Yes.
So,
Welcome.
welcome, Digimon: The Adventures 2, the beginning, Blu-ray plus DVD.
I mean, I feel like the
Yes.
Superman and Lois show took that season been out for forever now. I feel like that took a
Yeah,
long
didn't
time
they
to
have
come
the
out of
finale recently? Like the series finale?
I do believe
I
that
feel like it
some
was almost
people
a
are
year ago.
Do you think that some people are now just like, this is the Superman I grew up with?
Yeah,
mean-
I think every generation kind of has one of those.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were like big Dean Cain simps, and then same thing with
Sure.
Hell
now I'm
no.
blanking on his name. But
Oh, don't you dare
I was around
disparage
Dean
Dean
Cain.
Cain.
That was a terrible. That was a terrible show. I
there are
honestly
people
think
that really defend it, and then now I'm blanking on his name from Smallville. But there's
no,
also like a
Brandon
Tom
huge
Welling.
contention.
Tom
Yeah,
Wells.
thank you.
My cousin loves that stupid ass show, Smallville. Sorry, stupid asteroid
Sir.
of a show. Um, uh, um, I
Family
think
Warren.
this Superman is by far the best. Like you can't have any qualms about it. It's good writing, good story.
Oh,
I mean,
I 100% agree with you there. Yes,
I
Superman
don't
Lois, he's
see
great.
Tyler as a good looking Superman. He's good looking, but I don't see him as a good looking Superman. He doesn't have that look to me. However, had you started growing up seeing him and that dude from The Flash, those are going to be the only things you know of. If you are
Sure.
just a brand new adult, I mean, just brand new, you got your first check, this year. These guys are what define DC for you. Interesting tidbit about Dean Cain. If it wasn't for his Lois and Clark TV show, we would not have ever seen Doom, or what is his name? The guy that killed Superman. What is his name?
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Doomsday. Yes, we would not have ever seen Doomsday. That never would have happened if it wasn't for Dean Cain's show being so successful as it was on ABC on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
They had gotten to a point where they were going to go ahead and do the wedding of Lois Lane and Superman,
Yes, they
and
were.
this guy, they were plotting the year's worth of comic books, and they decided they were finally going to do it in the comic books. Um, Lois Lane and Superman getting married, and they were going to, they plotted out 12 issues. They were going to do it with multiple comic books and bring it all together into one thing. They had the entire year of Marvel Comics and multiple titles tied up into that. And some lawyer came in and said, "Yeah, you can't do that because we're going to do that on the TV show." And some guy piped up, who every year would pipe up and say the same thing. He said, "Why don't we kill Superman?" Every year he said that. They always ignored him. But this year they were so pissed off that they had done all of this work to do that, that they said, "You know what? They want to marry him off. They want to steal that story for us. We're going to kill him." And that's why they killed Superman. That's where you get the Doomsday story and the whole thing and the multiple Supermen, and all of that spawned from that one meeting where they interrupted an entire year's worth of planning and made them shift gears. And
I
the
I mean, I'd
please
be
go ahead.
pissed too.
I had a question. Do you think Grant Gustin is the Flash of this generation? Because we only had the one back in the late '80s, early '90s. That show. Would you say that for Grant Gustin, like he's the Flash for this generation, or like the Flash?
What about Ezra?
Stop it.
I think if you're getting a paycheck for the first time this year, this is probably the last generation that watched linear TV.
Yeah.
That's going by the wayside. And so you're not going to see a whole lot of TV series have the impact that the previous generation had. Um, that Flash definitely had an impact. It definitely did a lot for the CW. And what's up, Biggerford? Biggerford, I'm glad you're joining us for the show. Look at that. Good to see you out here, man. But yeah, I think for a lot of people whose first paycheck is this year, um, that's who they are. That is the Flash, and that is Tyler is their Superman, and no one's going to be able to take that away from them. Um, that's who it is, and they probably came to the Flash film with trepidation and didn't stick around for it because of the CGI babies and all the other stuff. And so there's a lot of kids out there. Their first introduction to Superman is going to be um, this new guy, Corn
Yeah,
Sweat,
David
Corn
Corn
Sweet,
Sweat.
you know, um,
Yes.
corn hair,
Yeah.
corn husk.
So, do you think? Okay, I mean, Peacemaker was I mean, John Cena's on a kind of a tear in the movie, but Peacemaker. Do you think that there's still characters that they can have a generation like they could do a Nightwing show? Because I mean I've been protesting that for years to do a Nightwing. I think Dick Grayson is a very complex character and has such history, and you could still throw Batman in there here and there, and there's like, and now with streaming services you can put like a Dick Grayson show, you can put a different sort of Marvel show on Disney. So I don't think it's I think it's over for regular TV, but I think it's on the rise now if we get like good quality shows again.
You had that Gotham Knights show that's going on
Oh
or that
God.
did go on. You
Yeah,
have
that thing is.
the
That's
Gotham on linear TV that didn't seem to make a dent in bringing new fans to the franchise. You also had a really tremendous looking and really good quality Swamp Thing movie that went absolutely nowhere and did nothing to help the DC streaming universe,
yeah.
where you could have comic books and videos all in one stop.
Which was a cool idea. I
It's a cool
used it.
idea. Hmm.
I was sub to it when it came out before it,
Yeah.
branched off and turned into, HBO Max and all that shit.
But now you've got that show, which is a good quality show, and it's got good effects and good writing, and they blew that up themselves through
Yeah.
internal turmoil.
Yeah.
Um, but it's doing a whole lot of good stuff for Tubi
Yes.
rather than Max. So
Yeah.
yeah, Bigerford, we're doing good. We're doing good. We covered a lot of topics already
Yeah, we're
today.
chilling, man. We're chilling. I guess
So
my one question for you, Rosales, would be though, why do you not see Tyler as super? Is it just because he's too like smaller of a guy, not like so big, or just not a
you
fan
know,
of like his?
it has nothing to do with his acting quality. He does pretty good. It has nothing to do with his size because Superman's strength doesn't come from his size or his muscularity. He could
Exactly.
be super thin and still do the things that he did
Yeah.
because he's from a different planet.
Yeah.
It all comes from the fact that Tyler was a male model before he got the job.
Mhm.
And that is more my own hangup than it is anything else, you know?
But come on, he'll be able to like smolder at enemies. That's awesome.
No, he does a great job. He does do a
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah,
And there's an undertone that Clark has that none of the others have shown. The angst, if you will, of having to, in certain points, hold back from using his powers to deal with situations like bullies and people that abuse, their wives and families or whatever that storyline was.
Yeah.
Somebody who's beaten up a lady or some deal, and he dealt with it as Clark as opposed to dealing with it as Superman. And you could see that there's turmoil in the way you have to deal with it in the same way that that little kid in the Incredibles had to deal with racing his race.
Yeah.
Because he's just too fast.
I don't know. There's something about that guy. I don't know what gets me about him. He's got a certain, I don't know, just a charm and a quality, but kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, he kind of has like a Chris Reeve vibe for me.
And
Like you
Lois
said-
has that wandering eye.
she does. You know what, that actress, I forgive me, I don't know her name, but she was like always like the one like odd one out for me as a choice for Lois. But she has kind of grown on me. I don't know, she kind of has like as far as the attitude of the character down, I think she's got it. Some of the storylines they put her in have been okay. It's very surprising that this is a fucking CW show.
I can't
Money.
Can't get over the fact that it looks like Lefty is reading a cue card.
Give her a break.
Takes
man.
me out.
She's got that Forrest Whitaker eye. Leave her alone.
Takes me out. Yeah. Can't watch his movies either.
Just don't look at her face, man. Don't
Whenever
stare
he
at
came up on the screen during the Mandalorian or whatever, I had to go to my phone and just listen to him because Saul Guerrero or whatever his name is.
Yep.
He's just,
Oh, I don't. I had to mention this. Apparently, I know this is very unrelated. I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't want to
Okay.
forget it. Apparently, Vox Machina will be released by the end of this year. I was looking it up.
oh, good. We can put that back in the rounds.
Yes.
We were watching that. We watched season 1 and season 2 as a crew, and we talked about each episode as they came out. And we can do that right now. Me and my boys are watching Delicious in Dungeon. I don't know how many episodes. There's like number 26 is coming up. It's just so long.
Jeez. Yeah.
But
For the long haul.
bonding over anime. That's what me and the boys are doing. But
Right,
yeah, that's
Jake.
what's out on DVD.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I did it again. I hit the wrong one. Spin, will you? Spin.
Lightning
There we go.
Florida man. Dun, dun, dun,
Florida
dun, dun.
man. There we go.
Florida man.
Again, we've got Florida Man coming up right now. Florida Man gives us headlines that we get to see, and we get to decide whether they are fact or fiction. And this headline is what's going to start. Well, I think we're going to have about 7 of these. So we'll see how we do, guys. If you get one right, give yourself a point. If you get one wrong, you don't have to do anything. You can play along in the comments as well. to see how well you do to identify the real or fake headlines when it comes to the Florida man, because some of these headlines are crazy.
Yeah, let's go. I'm horrible at this. I thought I knew my Florida, and I gotta say, AI or Rosales, you know Florida better than me. You can make some fake ones that sound great. Or I guess you use them from around the world or around the U.S.
Yeah, well, these Florida headlines actually come from all over the place, but mainly they come from Florida. But let's see how we do. We will go clockwise, starting with Gray, then Warren, then Bob, and
pressure's on. Okay, let's do this.
Pressure's on. Let's do this. Here it is. The first one is actually there. Florida man makes hilarious Wheel of Fortune flub. Is that a fact or a fiction?
I'm gonna go with fact.
Well,
Let's go with
I think it's been making the rounds, so I'm going to go with fact.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I believe you're up next, Warren.
I thought we were going counter. That's why. Sorry about that.
Well, that means you skip Bob.
Yeah, still wouldn't be your turn if we did it that way, Warren. But okay.
But it's your turn now. Please.
I'm going to go with. I'm just going to be fact. I believe this is fact.
You believe this is fact, Bob?
It's shit. All right. Yeah, let's break the cycle. Let's go with fiction.
Okay.
Ooh, you don't think he was actually from Florida? That makes sense.
Too stupid to get on that show.
Okay. Biggerford or anybody else out there, if you feel like letting us know what you think, whether this is fact or fiction, let us know now before we turn the page and find out
give
the
me
truth.
fiction.
Okay, well, let's take a look. This is fact. We get it from local10.com. A Florida man makes hilarious Wheel of Fortune flub. And the
intrusive thoughts took this guy.
The
It's
best
pretty
part
awesome.
is, yeah, I got the clip. Let's have a look at it.
Tavares, right in the butt? What? No. Blake.
This is the best.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
Too. Shit.
yeah, I wasn't sure if he was a Florida man. That was the only thing that I was not sure of, but it all makes sense now.
Yes, everybody but Bob gets a point, I think.
God damn it. Yes, they do.
Give yourself a point out there if you knew this to be true. So, moving on. Florida man gets arrested on DUI charge after driving car into the ocean. Great.
Yeah, that sounds a little too on the nose. I think that's a little tame for Florida. I think that's more like a California story or something. So I'm going to go fiction.
Okay, Warren? Awesome. He just decided not to play at all.
Yeah, now he's got nothing to say.
He thought it was Bob's turn.
I'm sorry. Florida man arrested on. This seems believable. I mean, people are stupid, so I'm gonna go with fact.
Okay, Bob.
I think I'm siding with Gray here. He makes a good point. This is just way too on the nose. So yeah, let's go fiction.
Way too on the nose. Let's see what the comments have to say. The comment says nothing, so we will go on from here.
They're undecided currently.
They're undecided. This is a little too on the nose, but it could be, but it might not be. But it could have happened, but maybe somewhere else. So they're doing the whole thing where you don't know exactly where to go. However, it is true, coming from local10.com, Key West man arrested on DUI charge after driving car into the ocean.
Dummy.
And there's the car. And I believe there's the cop giving him a ticket in the car.
I guess I know my Florida. Okay.
Yes, you do, Warren. Yes, you
Well,
do.
I mean, this was technically the Keys. It makes a little bit more sense if we're going to include those. But yeah, congrats, Warren.
The Keys, it's, the Keys could have gone, they could be Florida or they could be Cuba. You never can tell. But, that's
same difference.
We're getting the taxes from them. Charges added for Key West man accused of stealing tractor, driving it to college campus to kill 2 people. Gray?
Ooh, so I don't know if there's a college in Key West. I could be wrong. If so, I don't think it would be accessible by tractor. I'm thinking this is not Florida, but perhaps I am wrong. I'm going to go fiction.
You're going to go with fiction, okay. Warren?
And people are very stupid. I'm gonna go with fact.
Okay. Bob?
Yeah, this sounds good. I'm going with fact. Somebody definitely did this shit.
Yeah, well, somebody did this stuff. Well, let's look at the comments. No comment. Okay.
Still undecided.
Still undecided. We will
Head
continue
scratchers.
on right there. By the way, the results of the poll on Twitter is 75% Ryan Reynolds. So Twitter believes that the Ryan Reynolds will be looking like a really, really weird CGI funny stuff.
I mean, his Juggernaut wasn't the worst Juggernaut committed to film, and apparently he's going to make an appearance in this movie. So I don't know.
Never know.
I don't think CGI Reynolds Lady Deadpool would be the worst, but we'll see.
Yeah, 50% on the YouTube poll right now. So 50% Blake Lively. I think that's more of wanting to see that, you know. Which, you know, I don't blame anybody for wanting to see Blake Lively in a pair of red tights.
Nope.
But
you could do worse.
You could do worse. You could do worse. Yes. Speaking of doing worse, charges added for Key West man accused of stealing tractor, driving it to college campus to kill 2 people. Again, from local 10.
When I'm thinking of Florida, I guess I'm not thinking of Key West. And my little bit of knowledge of Key West doesn't include there being a college there. So, yeah, I completely flubbed this one. Way to go, you guys.
He may have been from Key West.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't
in a
say
different
drove to
place.
Key West College. Yeah, that dude could have been on his way to Miami in that tractor.
Yes, and you never know if he actually owned the tractor. So
Yeah, might not even been his tractor.
yeah, might have been in Minnesota. And
okay, it's saying it is the College of the Florida Keys, so I guess it's all the Keys together made a college. I was gonna say, like, I don't think Key West has their own, but my bad.
Well, you know what? We're learning stuff. And this
the
is
more
what this
you
is all
know.
about. We learn all kinds of things here. Florida man arrested for attempting to trade live alligator for beer.
Ooh.
Oh, that's got to be a fact, right? Like, I figure this is like a weekly thing. It's like, come on, gator meat. What's the cost of this? Just a 6-pack. Come on.
I mean, I'm not picking first, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, it's your turn, so you should.
Oh,
I just don't know why this would be a news story. It just feels like this is everyday life in Florida.
I mean, we've seen the Florida man wrestle an alligator and put it in the back of the water, so I'm gonna go with fact. Final answer.
We've also seen a Florida man playing tug of war with an alligator and an anaconda. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Bob, where you sit on this?
I'm gonna triple down with the other 2 boys here and go with fact.
Okay. How about you in the comments? Nothing? Okay. It's fiction.
Well, fuck me.
Wow. The one
you know, I did wonder, why would this be news? This feels like it would be an everyday situation. So you're right. I should have gone fiction with this. Of course it happened. Just why would they report it?
Yeah. It just wasn't news, huh? There. Florida man arrested for throwing toilet through window of government building.
Huh. Wow. I just got a feeling this is true. This sounds very Florida, man. I have a feeling, yeah, I got to go fact, and I don't really have anything to back it up with, but this sounds right to me.
I'm gonna go with fiction. It's very heavy, a toilet bowl, so I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with fiction on this one.
Okay.
Could have been portable, though. It might not be
Yeah.
porcelain. It doesn't say it anywhere.
If he was on that face eating drug,
Yeah, he might have
Or
been
meth.
hopped up on some PCP or some shit.
yeah. There you go. Bob knows all the drugs that'll make you strong.
Yeah, I know about that. So this is definitely true. I just want this to be true. This is hysterical. The only thing that would make this better is if he yelled, "You all are shit," as he threw it in through the window.
I'm assuming he wrote that on the toilet.
That would be awesome. That would be completely awesome. Too bad it's fiction.
Fuck off, man.
It sounds so right, though. Okay, fair enough.
Why?
I'm not doing
Why
good this
doesn't
game.
Somebody do this. Somebody needs it. I'm gonna go do it.
Why doesn't somebody do this? Look at this. We don't encourage any kind of criminal activity here on
Yeah,
the show.
I just don't see someone pick a
Wait,
toilet
wait.
bowl is pretty heavy, man. I work for my dad, but during the summers,
No,
he's a plumber. Like it's
you're right,
freaking
Warren.
heavy. It's freaking heavy. It's freaking heavy. Sorry. So
Yeah, these
ticker for-
opinions are solely my own. So don't worry about that. But somebody should definitely do this one time. One time somebody should do it. But you just gotta tell them you're shit, and then you throw it through. Or maybe take a shit in the toilet first, then throw it through, so they really get the picture.
Get the picture. There's a picture in Bob's head. Florida man disguises himself as a woman to escape deputies. Fact or fiction?
I mean, this has definitely been done, but would this be news in Florida? I'm second guessing myself.
I know. This one.
I'll go fact, but again, I got nothing to back it up with. It's just a feeling, and every one of those has been wrong today. So let's go with it.
Okay, Warren?
this seems believable. I mean, we've seen people do stuff, so I'm gonna go with fact on this one.
Okay, Bob?
I don't know what to do here. Fuck it. I'll agree. This is a fact.
Are we all wrong on this one?
Begrudgingly, Bob agrees it's a fact.
Yeah, because being last is, I think, a lot more pressure than going first. You're setting the tone going first. I got two other influences before me here. It's fucking me up.
True.
But I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go fact.
And you were right to go
Yes,
fact.
got it. Thank you.
Local10.com. Florida man disguises himself as a woman to escape deputies. And they got a picture of him as her.
I don't think a woman like that would have worn glasses like that. Dead giveaway.
No,
He should have got
yeah.
some different shades.
Dead giveaway. So they
That hair
did
isn't
not
doing
honor
any
his
favors.
pronouns when they arrested him. Florida took a stand. They arrested Florida man, not Florida ma'am.
I wonder if that's how he's gonna try and get out of it. That wasn't me.
I don't identify as a criminal.
Yep.
Broward man threw mangoes at neighbor because he thought he was gay, cops say.
You know,
Oh,
perhaps he
this-
was yelling something about fruit while he was throwing.
Right.
I don't know.
Have
This
some
sounds a little
mangoes
Florida
and
to me.
fruit.
This doesn't sound like the Keys, but yeah, I'll go fact. This sounds Florida to me. Again, nothing to back it up with, but let's see. If not, good writing on this.
Yes. Good morning, Michael.
Well,
Good
hey
to
there,
see you
Michael.
here. We'd like to know whether or not you believe this is a fact or a fiction. Broward County man threw mangoes at a neighbor because he thought he was gay.
I'm gonna go
Brian,
with Briarwood,
and say that it's fact.
and say that it's fiction because there's no
Okay.
mangoes nearby.
There's no
Same.
mangoes.
Ooh.
there?
But what if it was like one of those tiny indoor fruit trees? You never know.
Yeah, or what if bro just bought some mangoes from the store? And then he saw
gonna go
the gay
with
guy and was like,
Fiction.
What if they live next to a Whole Foods?
yeah.
This is fiction.
Okay,
Fine.
Bob.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree with Warren, though. This is fiction. This didn't happen in Florida.
Okay.
Michael says
Well-
in fact.
Me, Michael, and Bri are saying it's a fact. So let's see who's right in this one.
See who's right.
Oh, wow.
According to Local 10, a Broward man threw mangoes at his neighbor because he thought he was gay.
I guess
Yeah, he
technically it
looks like
doesn't say that they were fresh. Like it even could have been sliced mango. Who knows? Dried?
Yeah, he doesn't look like he looks like he shops at a Trader Joe's, not a Whole Foods.
Yeah, he don't
So,
look too happy at all.
No. Tell me I was right. Tell me I was right. I don't care if you
He
booked me.
does
Tell me
kind
if
of
I
look
was
like
right.
a fruit thrower. I can see it.
Man, picked the wrong month to pick up fruit. Florida man robbed by woman he met at Walgreens, cops say. Ray?
This just sounds like an everyday occurrence. I don't know why this would be news, but I guess in like a small town or something, maybe. I'm gonna go fiction. I just don't see this being Florida news. There's so much more going on, especially in the Gator front. But we'll see. Warren?
I'm gonna go with
Not doing too well at the with the Tinder. I
Fact.
guess I'll go to Walgreens.
only because Florida women are crazy. So
Just Florida? Bob?
yes.
Shit, let's go with a fact here. Yeah, there's some crazy people down there.
There are crazy people in Florida. Bad pharmacy pickup. South Florida man robbed by woman he met at Walgreens. Cops say.
Well, congrats everybody but me. Looks like even the chat got it right. So, yeah, my bad. I just didn't think this would be news. But poor Layla.
Yeah. So there we go. That was Florida man, guys.
Yes,
those were the questions. Yeah.
Hey.
Yay.
And you're gonna do, when are
Well,
you
I'm
gonna
the big
do New
loser.
York man or California man?
You know what? I tried to do a different man from a different place, and every time I looked at the news, and like I did New York man, and it was just murders and assaults of different ages, and I really did not. I got depressed.
That's
There's
That's-
not to
did you
rip
just
off
do-
another show's game, but there's kind of a European version of Florida. It's Germany, man. Like some of the weirdest stories just come out of there. There was a really fun game that I used to enjoy, which was Germany or Florida, and it was really hard to tell which country these crazy stories come from. So I don't know. You just might need to find other places that are Florida. Sorry for cutting you off, Bob.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Gray. I was just gonna say, Rosales, if you're doing New York, you got to be like precise. So if you're looking for New York, I would suggest like Niagara Falls police blotters. Those are usually filled with very, very colorful people doing very, very colorful things.
Not look up headlines like Jersey man.
No, not Jersey, man. No. Stick with the falls, man. The falls, Niagara Falls, New York. That's where all the fun happens. That's where all
There you go.
Yeah, that's where all the crazy women are at.
Where are all the crazies at where you live? Let me know where to search out in the comments. What cities have the craziest people, and we'll compare them to Florida man and see how they do. Whether it's Germany man, Niagara Falls man, or Florida man. We'll see how that works out, and we'll put together a new game, or just continue to see if I can come up with crazy headlines. All right, so yeah, Ryan Reynolds is the winner on the Twitter. And the last topic is Bad Boys Ride or Die to increase the opening speed to 53 million. Garfield pounces on second place. So the Bad Boys headline is kind of like what we've already talked about, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
But 52 on an opening weekend,
That is
Not
pretty
bad.
big. That's pretty
especially
big.
on a number 4 or 5 in a series. Not bad.
Yeah, when you're looking at a $90 million film taking in $52 million on the first weekend, you're looking at something that's going to profit. And with people not knowing that it's out, like Michael, they'll probably go.
I mean, it has only been a couple of days, but still.
Yeah, they came out on Friday, so
Yeah, it's definitely not too bad.
Definitely not too bad. So yeah, those are the headlines. Those are the topics that we got to talk about this week. What are we talking about next week, guys? Anybody know?
Yeah, what do we got coming up?
No.
I don't. I'm excited to hear, though. Obviously, the castle matches, I'm assuming that would probably be touched upon.
I think I did link some stuff, but I'm not even. I have no idea myself.
Let me see. Let's see. June. We're looking at the 16th.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Father's Day, I believe.
Hey. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Oh, is it Father's Day?
I think so.
Goodness.
Oh, it's
Alimony Day.
See, yeah.
Right. It's alimony day for most fathers.
Most fathers, really? I'd say 50% of the fathers that are paying alimony don't pay. They can't find them, or they're in prison. I don't know. Okay. I think I've stalled enough here. Uploading the thumbnail. Again, be sure to check out the new comics. Don't forget the new comics are coming out starting in July. The brand new title is Stunning Adventures. Coming your way. We will be looking at Inside Out 2, Clash at the Castle. We will look at the results of that. Weekend box office, lightning round, coming to DVD, possibly Gardic Phone, and of course, always we will do this with the Wheel of Topics.
Wheel supremacy.
And if I find any news, I'll let you know.
Yes, and we may throw Warren a bone and pick one of his anime topics.
Yeah,
So.
speaking of clips, did I not send you a great one on Twitter that I don't even think you looked at, by the way?
You know what? I don't know if I haven't looked at it. Let me look
that's
at
going to mean I'm pretty sure you didn't look at it, because if you looked at it, you would have known, because you would have been like, what the
there was,
fuck was that?
There was some
something you
racist
probably
stuff
can get away
happening.
with showing. It's not bad. No, I didn't send you any racist stuff, I promise.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't send it to him, too? Okay.
You mean personally, by yourself, not in the group? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I think I just sent it to you directly. I think
sent it to me directly
on Twitter. I believe so, right? Somewhere. Yeah, on the Twitter. I swear to God, it's in your DMs. Man, I promise. Am I stupid? Maybe I am stupid.
Oh,
I think this is the last thing you sent me.
Yeah, that is. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Pretty impressed. Wow.
Man.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
That looks like Make-A-Wish gone bad.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? He's just a little guy, too.
That doesn't even look like a real person. It's like a mannequin.
No, it's just a
It
little
is a
guy.
mannequin.
Man.
Why would you
And
put your
hey,
hands
Cole, do
down
you
if
see what you're
weren't gonna
missing
use
out
them?
on, sir?
Look at that.
You
No
could have
upper
been
body
here.
Strength.
Oh my God!
My
He just chucks him
goodness.
so far.
Eddie,
He could have.
Fuck the guy
The big guy could have moved too. That's the funny part.
Yeah, fuck
look,
that guy in the red.
Oh,
I think
you got to factor in the masks, though. There's limited
Yeah.
visibility. It's kind of hard to see things in your periph.
if you look at the guy who throws him, right after he throws him and he knows he's gone too far, he's like, "Hey, like you
Yep,
didn't catch
yeah.
him." I mean, that's kind of a fumble, isn't it? You know, it's just like
Oh man,
very little effort.
I know.
Well,
You know, most people.
I appreciate that you had us go to your DMs with results, because this is amazing. I'm really glad I got to see this today.
Wild. What a
This
wild
is-
thing.
Oh,
I mean,
this
it's like,
poor little guy.
you know, it's like most people, you know, if you're doing that, you're doing a tope suicida or whatever, and the guy overshoots and you can't catch him, you fall down too to make it look like something actually happened. And he's
Yeah,
like,
this guy didn't give a
"Ah,
fuck."
crap."
Yep.
They say little guys can't wrestle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I feel bad. They get abused sometimes like this.
Oh.
I always love the clip. It kills me of the poor little guy, little luchador, and like he gets like bopped on top of the head, and he falls, and he's sitting outside on the apron, and he's just sitting there, and this dude in the ring just bounces off the ropes, and comes off it like 100 miles an hour and drop kicks this little guy. It looks like the guy is like as small as a baby. He looks like an infant sitting there, like a little gorilla costume, and he just gets launched so far. But it is so hysterical. I'll find it and send that to you. We'll save that for next week.
That is insane.
Put that in the intro.
I'm looking forward to next week. Even
You
more
want that
now.
in the intro?
Not this one. I'll send you the other one of the little guy getting kicked across the fucking down the fucking aisle. I'll send that one to you.
I've seen the one where the little guy is sitting there on the edge of the apron, and the guy comes down and does like a baseball slide and kicks him.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yes, he gets
And he
launched.
He gets launched and lands on another dude's head who's on the ground. I mean, just
Yes.
right on his face, just bam.
And he's like baby small too. He's not like even like a big little guy. He's a little guy.
He's standing on the apron. The guy kicks his feet out from under him, runs and does this baseball slide and launches him. And it's not down the aisle, but he launches him pretty far.
Sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to the next week.
Beautiful.
Now.
It is beautiful.
I just want to say this week's meal is 2 Popeye's chicken sandwiches with large fries.
Wow.
If you have that on the bingo card.
Figure I keep it up every week. I'll let you know what I have at the end of the show. So
I can see why people fight over those Popeyes sandwiches. They're pretty amazing.
Yes, this
I don't even have to wait till next week. Oh my god!
what am I watching? What is
It's a whole flip.
Dude, it's
He does
so
a whole
bad.
Is that a baby?
Kills
Like-
him. He bobs
That just
him
look like a onesie, doesn't it?
It is. He's in a
It
little gorilla.
looks
Look at him.
wow.
All right. Midget wrestling is going on next week. That's going to be a topic, and we're just going to
At
watch
least he
videos.
caught him. At least he caught him. That's good.
At least he caught him. He had to break like
Let's
three
hope
of
he
his
caught
fucking
him.
little vertebrae. Look at he kicks him in the back, bro.
Man. It's like
It's so-
Sasha Banks and Paige.
Oh my god. Yes, it is, Cole. Yes, it is.
Just
Oh.
wow.
This is a representation of James Gunn putting down the Snyderverse.
He bops him on the head and just fucking rails him. No. Oh, that poor guy.
Cole,
I
I
hope
think
he
you got a
made it
link.
funny.
You can join in unless you're not in the if you're in the common room, stay where you're at. But if you actually made bail, join in if you want.
And watch this little guy get kicked into oblivion. That is one of the greatest wrestling videos in the world. That is. Oh, I could watch that all day on loop. Oh, it's so good.
You could watch that on loop. We had it on loop right there.
I know. I could
Probably
you could have just
more.
left it there. But see, now with that intro you got of Kitty, is that a permanent beginning intro, or can you switch out
Ooh.
that Sid Vicious video?
Yeah,
because
could you
put
make Kitty
anything-
reacting to that clip, perhaps?
yes, with the little guy getting kicked. Yes. See what I'm saying here? That's
I
why I'm thinking
can.
about this stuff. So yeah. So each
Warren,
week.
You missed
we
it,
gotta
Warren.
find
You
it.
missed the very, very beginning.
Yes.
The intro. If you
didn't
didn't
miss
see
it.
it, you saw the intro?
I saw a kid. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
And Sid
yeah.
Vicious.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, this is I'm only going to show the first part of it, but this is the intro for this.
We've seen it already. I know.
Let's talk about.
That was priceless. I'm
So
sorry.
It is.
I guess that's permanent. That's permanent now, guys. Is that
Yeah,
that
her reaction has to be there, and we can find very, very good videos to keep throwing in there to give her that reaction. Oh, amazing! See, this is what the internet was made for.
All right. I am not above updating how we do things on the show if it's going to work. So, Kitty is now a permanent part
Oh, she's
of
in
our
there.
intro,
Yeah,
and
she's locked in.
She's locked in. We'll do that, and we'll do that. We'll do that. So, yes, all those in favor say aye. Aye. The ayes have it.
Aye, aye.
Hey.
Hey, we have one abstain. All right, good. So there we go. Let's watch that Florida Man video one more time before we head out.
Tavares. Right in the butt.
What?
No.
Wow, he can't spell. What the hell?
Blake.
This is the best.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the
He meant
best.
RITE, isn't it's a right.
Like, no, come on, no, that's wrong. Like, how? I'm sorry,
He said that
definitely
shit
made us
so
look-
confidently too, right
Yes.
in the butt.
This is what I was talking about, Rosales. You had this, but in a blue background, and you would show like the topic come in.
Yes,
And,
yes.
yeah.
You like those instead? You like?
Yeah, those are pretty good. They just flow really well.
Okay. Not the Netflix Red.
No.
Not the bathroom tile man on hallucinogenics.
This is fine. I like
It's
this
so
one.
fun though.
Can you imagine laying tile and that starts happening?
I've been there. It's tough. It adds an extra angle to
Good
it.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, trippy.
That's what led to the tiles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're called flashbacks, like 20 years later. Oh my goodness, I've finally got my life
Oh, that's
together.
what's
I'm
happening
laying
to me?
tiles
Shit.
and that acid I took in 82.
Anything said by Cole in the chat is not representative of any of the people on the panel right here.
Yeah.
I didn't see what he said.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Now, let's do
All
that.
right,
There we
I'll
go.
keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind, Cole.
Sounds like a promise.
Yeah, oh, it is.
Okay then.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. I think we've yeah. I think we have.
You are rotten. You stand for nothing.
You don't gotta make it personal, bro. Jesus, chill on me. All right? Take it easy.
Listen, that's the dying words of a dead man. All right. Gotta go. Make it a great Sunday.
In your eyes 風がそっとささやきつけて君と過ごす未来描くよどんな困難さえ乗り越えてそばにいたいから